Massachusetts, Matthew Ott. A lawyer from Syracuse, New York, Ellen LaBerge. And our returning champion, a consultant from Falls Church, Virginia, Sriram Krishnan, whose one-day cash winnings total $21,800. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Welcome to Jeopardy. Now, we started this week with a super champion, but how will it end? Will we be heading into the weekend with our first multi-day champion since Chris Panullo's departure? Or will one of our new challengers, Ellen or Matthew, be celebrating a win this weekend? We will know the answer to that in just under 28 minutes. But we have many more answers and questions before that. Here are your categories in the Jeopardy round. We'll begin with some places named for people. Then put in a good word, won't you? We have table talk, song title titles, then She Blinded Me, and science. Sriram, where to?
Song titles 400.
A 1996 Jay-Z single, Dead Blank. That's Dead Presidents. Sriram?
Song title 600.
Stevie Wonder, Sir Blank.
What is Duke?
Sir Duke, you got it.
Titles 800.
Spin Doctors, to Blank. Matthew?
What is Princess?
That's correct.
Song title 1000.
The Who, The Acid Blank. Matthew?
What is Queen?
Yes, 1,000 more for you.
Song title 200.
Tom Petty, It's Good to Be Blank. Sriram?
What is King?
Yes.
Places named for people 600.
It didn't work out for this king with the American Revolution, but they named a town and nearby peak for him in South Africa. Matthew?
Who is George?
More specifically,
Who's George III?
that's the king.
People 800.
In 1954, a New Jersey township voted to reject Nixon and renamed itself after this inventor. Sriram?
Who is Edison?
That's right.
Places 1000.
Shar means city, and after 1979's Iranian Revolution, a place was redubbed this last name, Shar, to honor the new leader. Sriram?
Oh.
Ran out of time, I'm afraid. Ellen?
Khomeini? Oh, who is Khomeini?
That's correct.
Put in a good word, 600.
The Latin for price gives us this word that is perfectly fine in front of gems and metals. Matthew?
What is Precious?
Yes.
Table Talk 600.
One legend says this piece of furniture was a wedding gift to King Arthur when he married Guinevere. Ellen?
What is the round table?
You got it.
She blinded me for 600.
Michonne dealt with the governor in a stabby way on this show. He'd later sport an eye patch. Matthew?
What is The Walking Dead?
You got it.
Blinded 800.
One of this conniving group, Delilah alerts them that Samson is finally at their mercy. Next comes some gouging. She was a Philistine. Matthew?
Blinded 1000.
In King Lear, a bloodthirsty Regan demands that this man be hanged, while Goneril screams, "Pluck out his eyes!" It's a tough one. The Earl of Gloucester. Matthew, back to you.
Put in a good word 1000.
Whether describing silver or the British pound, this 8-letter word really is great. Sriram?
What is Sterling?
Yes.
Good word 400.
A spreadsheet program that launched in 1985, or a verb meaning to surpass. Ellen?
What is Excel?
Yes, you move into second place with $2,000, and we move into a commercial break. We'll be back in a moment. Matthew Ott is an accountant originally from Boston, and you have a son whom you named for a song, right?
That's right. When my wife and I found out earlier this year that our first child was going to be a boy, in my head I just kept coming back to Sweet Baby James and singing that, thinking about him, and the name stuck. Fast forward, he's a few months old now, and whenever he's tired, I sing the song to him, and he just cries and cries and cries because he can't stand it.
You rarely find an infant with such a strong opinion on James Taylor.
Yeah, we have a strong one on our hands.
Ellen LaBerge is a lawyer from Syracuse. You've compared being on Jeopardy to the Olympics. This is your Olympic Games.
This is my Olympics. I'm not an athlete. I'm not an actor or singer. So for me, this is the ultimate competition.
You're on Broadway and in the Olympics all at once.
In my head.
Sriram Krishnan from Falls Church, Virginia, is a consultant. This is your first win on Jeopardy yesterday, but you win all kinds of competition in your work. Are you famous for it?
Well, I've been been at the company for over 10 years or whatever, and so at various points, we trying to bring camaraderie and everything. We've had fantasy pools and March Madness and trivia nights, and I've been able to win all of those. So it's a triple crown of things that would not appear in my review.
Well, again, I think this is going to pay a little better than any of those.
Absolutely.
But right now, Ellen's got control of the board. You want to pick a category and dollar amount for us?
Science 600, please.
Let's change the subject and talk about this class of rocks, including gneiss and soapstone, that gets changed atom by atom over time. Ellen.
What are metamorphic?
Yes.
Table Talk 800.
Those with high IQs may know this 5-letter name of the organization whose name is the Latin for table. Ellen.
What is Mensa?
That's it.
Table Talk 1000.
Livermorium is one of the more recent additions to it. Sriram.
What's a periodic table?
Yes, 1,000 for you.
Good word 800.
The answer there is the Daily Double in the round. You're in third place, Sriram.
Let's make it a true daily double.
All right, you'll have 5,200 if you're correct. In putting a good word, it's a good name for a 350-mile-long lake or the head of a convent.
Dare to love. Beautiful magnolia. From Estee Lauder.
Give the gift they'll open first. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Let's talk about easy. Like fee-free easy. And no...
What is... Hurry, mother.
Oh. I heard mother. The next word I hope was going to be superior,
Right.
because that is the lake and the title. You're down to 0, but select again. It's early.
Science for 1,000.
This Greek gave his name to the law that says a body in fluid is acted on by force proportional to how much fluid it displaces. Matthew.
Who is Archimedes?
That's his law.
Science 800.
The size of a fist, this organ behind your left ribs, fights invading germs in your blood by producing lymphocytes. That's what your spleen does. Matthew?
Science 400.
The troposphere is sandwiched between the Earth and this next layer of the atmosphere. Matthew?
What is the stratosphere?
That's right.
Science 200.
A measurement of distance, not time. It's equal to about 6 trillion miles, give or take. Sriram.
What's a light year?
That's it.
Blinded me 400.
One myth says the seer Tiresias was blinded by this Greek goddess of wisdom after seeing her nude. Ellen.
Who is Athena?
Yes.
She blinded me 200.
Playing Mallory in Bird Box, this actress puts blindfolds on 2 kids, warning them not to take them off. Ellen.
Who is Sandra Bullock?
That's right.
Table Talk 400.
In a spin-off of Red Table Talk, this singer, daughter Emily, and niece Lily tackle tough issues within the Latino community. Sriram.
Who's Estefan?
Gloria Estefan, that's right.
Place name for people 400.
Named for Mahatma, Gandhi Nagar is home to 300,000 and the capital of Gujarat state in this country. Ellen.
What is India?
Yes.
Places named for people 200.
This North Carolina capital was named in honor of a noted explorer in 1792. Sriram.
What is Raleigh?
Right.
Good word 200.
This word suitably introduces us to the fictional Mrs. Maisel and the very real boxing legend Marvin Hagler. Ellen.
What is marvelous?
That's correct, and we'll finish it off in table talk. Figuratively or literally, negotiations to reach an agreement and often thwart a strike are held here. Sriram.
What's the bargaining table?
That's right. You have $1,000. You're coming back after the Daily Double Miss, but you'll select first in Double Jeopardy after these words. All 3 of our contestants are playing well. You love to see it. Here's the Double Jeopardy round and the categories. We start with history, then Russian writers, potpourri, with that P in quotation marks, company name origins, TV final episodes, and finally, state postal abbreviation words. Our clue will lead you to a 4-letter word, but you'll have to give us the 2 states whose postal codes combine form that 4-letter